So welcome back guys, and in this video we are going to see how to reach this particular username by using the other locators. I think that I have covered the ID as a locator in the previous video, and now here we're going to see the name locator, the CSS selector, the XPath, and also we are going to try the tag name. Okay, so let us begin here, and as usual we'll go to the inspect, and then we will click over to the inspect arrow, and then we'll click over the username. We can see here we have the name is equals to username. Okay, the name is the attribute and username is the value of that attribute. Okay, so let us try first reaching this username placeholder by this particular locator, that is name, and using its value. So let us write our script. We have the same old script. I guess that this is not used, so we need to remove it. Okay, remove unused import. Okay, so now we'll write driver dot find element, and then we'll use the by class by dot, and we need to use the name. Okay, and then we will put the name value, that is we'll copy it from here, control C, and then we'll paste it, control V, and then we will write send keys because we need to send some input value there. So hello new user. Okay, so we'll save the program, and then we will driver dot close. Okay, we'll close the browser driver. So we are going to save the program once again, and we are going to run it. So let's see that what happens. So the script is running, and it has opened the Chrome browser, and then it has opened the Swag Labs, maximized the browser. It is finding the placeholder, it typed hello new user, and it closed the driver. So in order to show you more clearly, I will thread dot wait for a while. I'll pause the script for a second. Yeah, thread dot sleep, and I'll import the throws exception. Okay, yeah, so what is this? I'll tell you in the Java playlist, do not worry for now. Okay, so this is just to make the script wait for sometimes 2000 here is the millisecond, and 2 seconds it will wait before closing the driver. So it opened again, it maximized the window, and it typed in, and it waited for 2 seconds, and then it closed the driver. Okay, it's closed the browser. So this is how we can use name, and now we can come on to the CSS selector. Okay, so we will write the same script by using the CSS selector. Okay, find element, we'll type in here driver dot find element, and then by.CssSelector. We have it here, CSS selector. So let me show you the CSS selector. So here we again click over the inspector button, and then click over the username. So here is the tag input in which the username placeholder has been defined with different attributes. Here you cannot see any CSS selector because CSS selector is a type of locator which we need to study in detail, and I have created a separate playlist for it which will be included in this Selenium Webdriver series. Okay, so do not worry, we'll get into a lot of depth of the CSS selector. For now we can just right click over this particular blue strip which is coming, I mean the highlighted strip of the username placeholder, and then we need to go to the copy, and then we need to simply copy the selector. Okay, so we need to double inverted comma, and then we need to paste it. Okay, and then again we need to send keys, although this is not at all advisable, but for now we are doing it in order to know the concept. Hello new user. Okay, so for now we have copied the CSS selector, but this is not at all advisable because in the complex script and in the real-time projects you need to type the complex XPaths in CSS selector. You need to type it on yourself. Okay, you'll not be easily the copying and pasting will not easily work. So we'll get into the depth, and that's very important. So for now we have copied it, and let's run it. This is a demo website, it will run, I hope. So the script has started to run, and launch the Chrome browser, launch the Swag Lab, maximized. Yeah, it typed and waited for 2 seconds and it will close. See, so it also found our username placeholder with the help of the CSS selector locator. Okay, are you getting it? What am I saying here? You see the CSS selector as a locator, right? So this is how we'll go through all the concepts. Okay, so now we're gonna find it by X-Path, and if you ask me, then my favorite is X-Path only. Okay, find X-Path, and find element, wait for a while, there's something, find element, and then By.X-Path, you can see here. Okay, and then again we need to provide here the X-Path of the particular web element. Okay, so we have the username web element here, and we need to provide the X-Path of this particular web element. So again, X-Path is a topic which we need to study in very much detail, and it's just going to come, and I've also created a separate playlist for it, so we will see it later on for just knowing the X-Path in depth, because it is very important. For now we need to just go on to this blue highlighted line and then go to copy and then copy X-Path. Just for knowledge purpose I'm doing it. It is not at all advisable, and we're going to place the paste the X-Path here, and then we will write here send keys, and again I will type hello user. I'll close this line and save the script, and again try to run it, and let's see whether it is able to identify the username placeholder and type hello new user there. So it has again launched the Chrome browser, again went to Swag Lab, maximized. Yeah, again it typed, it identified via the X-Path, and it closed after 2 seconds. So this is how we use the X-Path. Okay, so CSS selector and X-Path are the topics which we need to study in detail, so we'll be getting on to those topics in a very few time, so please wait till then. And for now we have copied it. Okay, so let's go for the tag name. Okay, so again removing this, and now dot find element, and then we are using By.TagName. Okay, I'll use the tag name, and the tag name is input. Here we can face a problem also, because you can see the input tag name here, the tag name is the input, and if I inspect the password, then again you see that it is input. Okay, so there are various tags here available. You can see the div tag, okay, we have the body tag here, the header tag. Okay, but we have the input tag for the username, and we have the input tag for our password. So let's try our luck whether it is able to identify the username, and if it's able to, I'll tell you a new concept. Okay, so tag name is basically input, and then we need to send the keys hello new user. Okay, so close it and then Control S, and then again we're going to run the script. So let's see. Okay, it's running, and it opened the Chrome browser, open the Swag Labs, maximized. Yeah, it typed in and waited for 2 seconds, and will close the browser. So it identified. What can we get through this? We had two web elements in front of our eyes having the same tag name input, and I do not know how many input tags are present in this particular script. Okay, if you open this and then you can open this, and I do not know how many input tags are present, but I can say one thing, that this is the very first input tag. And that is why our username web element got identified using this particular locator tag name. Okay, if it would have been the second tag, then the script would have not been able to find that particular username placeholder, and it would not have been able to type in hello new user there. Okay, so it could have also typed hello new user in the password placeholder, right, in the password placeholder, but since it is the second input tag, it chose the first input tag, very first input tag which the script encountered in the code of this particular web page. It typed in there hello new user. Okay, So if there is a locator which has a common value in your HTML code, then the script will choose the value which comes first. Okay, so here the input tag came first. Okay, so it chose the input tag. So this is how the tag name works. So we'll see the remaining locators. I hope that I have told you the ID, the CSS selector, the name, and the tag name and the XPath. We are left with link text, partial link text, and class name. Okay, so we'll look into the link text, partial link text, and class name in the next video. Till then, guys, keep revising and keep learning. Thank you.